Hello, children. I'm so excited because today I'm going to be reading a book to you. And this is the third book in my series about the little girl, Himalia. So this book that we're going to read today is entitled Himalia Gets a Passport. So here is the cover of the book, and this book was written and illustrated by me. When I wrote this book, I wrote it for all children who want to see the world. And I hope that's you. Also, for the next generation of children to come in my family, may my words and images help brighten their path with love. So let's get started. Himalaya, today we have something special to do. What are we going to do, Mommy? We're going to get your passport. What's a passport? Well, Himalaya, it's a small book that you have to get that allows you to leave the country. Oh, am I leaving the country? We are leaving the country. You will travel on vacation with me and your daddy. We are still making plans, but let's talk about it while we go to get your passport. Okay, I will get dressed right away, Mommy. As we waited in line at the post office to get my passport, I asked my mother so many questions about vacation. Mommy, where are we going for vacation? Well, first we're going to a place called Ghana in Africa. Africa? I'm so excited. I saw this place on my globe. Why are we going there? And what will we do there? In Ghana, Africa, we will do many things, Himalaya. This year, 2019, is special. It is the 400th anniversary of the transatlantic slave trade and the year of return for Black people in the Americas. We live in the United States of America, so the return is for us too. Remember when we told you about slavery and our ancestors? Yes, Mommy, I do. It makes me sad. Well, don't be sad, Himalaya. Africa is very beautiful. And in Ghana, the country that we will visit, we will go to a very fun place called Cocoon National Park. You will love it. Oh, that sounds fun, Mommy. Yes, it will be. We will also visit some interesting places where we will learn about our history. We will also go to a place called Kumasi, where you will learn about a people called the Ashanti and their kings and queens, and see the palace where the current king lives. Oh, that sounds great, Mommy. Are we going to any other places after Ghana? Well, we know you like to swim, so we will do that at our hotel in Ghana, but then we are going to another special place called the Maldives. What is the Maldives? Well, that is a big surprise. So let's talk about that later. But you will be able to swim every day from our bungalow, which is a small house. We can swim from our room? I don't know what you mean, but I'm excited. A woman called my name and we stepped forward to hand in the paper for my passport. My mother had the 2 pictures of me that we took at the store and lots of information about me. After a while, the lady looked at me with a big smile. You are all done. Your passport will arrive in the mail soon. Thank you. I can't wait. She laughed, and so did my mother. Let's go and get cupcakes, Himalaya. Cupcakes? Okay. This is a great day, Mommy. It sure is. She grabbed my hand, and I skipped all the way to the cupcake shop. As we enjoyed our cupcakes, I asked my mother more questions. So here is the cupcake place where they stop to have cupcakes. And of course, Himalaya was very excited about having those cupcakes. She seemed very excited as she explained to me that we would go to get a suitcase for me next. Can it be red, Mommy? I think we can find a red suitcase. Let's finish up and go look for one. We did find a shiny red suitcase at the store, and I just love it. I love the wheels, and it's so easy to pull. I can't wait to pack, Mommy. There is plenty of time, but it will be fun, she replied. About a month later, my passport arrived. My mother came into the living room with it in her hand. She had her cell phone in her other hand, all ready to take my picture. Look, Himalaya, your passport is here, my mother said excitedly. I ran over to get it from her and hugged her tightly. Look, Daddy, my passport is here. So here is Himalaya showing her daddy her passport. I see, Himalaya, that's great, he said as he sat enjoying a cup of coffee. Let your mommy take your picture with it because getting a passport is a big deal. Now you can see the world. Smile, Himalaya, and hold up your passport. I'm going to take your picture. I smiled big. I knew this was a very special picture. About a month later, all packed and ready to go, I went to the airport with my parents. We had to go through what my daddy called security. After we finished and my daddy said the airport people felt we were safe to travel, we waited and then got on the airplane. I was so thrilled as it was my first time getting on an airplane. I sat between my mommy and daddy in a comfortable chair. We watched movies, ate breakfast and dinner, and we all slept so much. Actually, mommy and daddy slept a lot while I played games on my iPad, colored in my coloring book, and finally went to sleep too. It was a long ride, but finally we landed in Ghana. We are in Ghana, my daddy said. My parents were very excited, and so was I. We arrived at a beautiful hotel, went to our pretty room, and then ate delicious snacks at the restaurant at the hotel. Let's go back to our room and go straight to sleep. We have lots to see tomorrow. Okay, Mommy. We woke up early the next morning and traveled all around the city called Accra with our nice driver. My daddy sat in the front seat and asked more questions than I usually ask. My favorite part of the drive was the market where my mommy bought a necklace for me that had a special shell from the ocean. It is called a cowrie shell. She said that African people used to use this type of shell as money, so it is very special. I love it, Mommy. I kept touching it as it felt very smooth and nice. There were so many people at the market. It was very exciting. We all got T-shirts at the next place that we visited, which was a house that we went to where my daddy said an important man once lived. His name was W.E.B. Du Bois. He explained that Dr. Du Bois was the first Black man to get a PhD from Harvard. Oh, I know about Harvard, Daddy. That's where you went to school, right? That's right, Himalaya. What's a PhD, Daddy? It means Doctor of Philosophy. It's the reason your mommy is called Doctor, because she has one too. Mommy, is that why your students always call you Doctor? That's right, Himalaya. I want to be called Doctor too, Mommy. I want to go to Yale like you. That was your school, right? I also went to Columbia University. She held my hand and squeezed it gently. There are many universities to choose from when it is time. I looked at our beautiful T-shirts that said 2019, the year of return. There were awesome colors around the bottom of the shirts. My mommy said it was kente cloth, which is a very special cloth made by people in Ghana. This T-shirt is so great, Mommy. Soon we will go to a place here in Ghana where kente cloth is made. I like Ghana. We like it too, my daddy replied as he held my hand and we left the house where Dr. Du Bois once lived. So far, I was really enjoying Ghana. The next day, we had a very long drive. We went to a place called Cocoon National Park. After checking into our next beautiful hotel where we had dinner, slept, and then had breakfast early the next morning. The park was beautiful. We walked a lot of stairs. I was holding both my mommy and daddy's hand as we walked toward the bridges. We went on a few bridges that moved while we walked. We were very high above the ground, so I felt a little scared. They're called suspension bridges, and so that's why they move when you walk on them. These are suspension bridges, my daddy said. They are very high, so we can see the beautiful forest. I nervously walked as the bridge swayed back and forth. The forest was so pretty. Mommy took pictures of everything. We went to a castle the next day that was big, white, and near the ocean. A man told us about the slaves in the dungeons and how they were taken across the ocean, never to return. My mommy and daddy seemed sad, and I didn't like it there. What's a slave again, Mommy? I whispered. A slave is a person who is not free to go anywhere and must work very hard with no pay. Slaves are owned and treated very badly, especially the people who became slaves from this place. Oh, I don't like that, Mommy. No one does, Himalaya. We are free, right, Mommy? Yes, we are free, Himalaya. I looked at the ocean. It was so beautiful. We went outside and there were many children playing by the water and laughing. You see, Himalaya, my daddy said, we went through a door that said, door of no return. And now on the other side, it says door of return. Our people left, but we have returned. What's return, Daddy? It means to come back. We have come back home to Africa, possibly through the same door that our ancestors left through. Oh, what are ancestors? I asked. Ancestors are our people who lived before us, our grandparents and great-grandparents and their parents who lived and are no longer alive, my mother explained. Oh, I understand, Mommy. We left the castle and I felt a little sad. They took me back to our beautiful hotel and we went swimming for the rest of the day in the pool. It was great. The next day, we had another long drive. We went to see where the Ashanti king lives and to learn about more kings and queens. We also went to see how kente cloth is made. That was exciting. I loved everything in Ghana except the slave castle. We ate lots of delicious food in Ghana, and I especially loved the jollof rice. It was sad when it was time to leave. After 2 more days of relaxing, we got on a plane again and went to a place called the Maldives. I was so excited because to get to our hotel, we had to take a special boat. My mommy gave me my flip-flops and told me to put them on because I would only be walking on sand. We got off the boat. The nice lady took us to our room. It was on the water and the roof looked like it was made of grass. This is called a bungalow, Himalaya. I love it, Daddy. It was our own little house. I had my own room and Mommy and Daddy had theirs in our bungalow. The best part was that we had our own pool and there were stairs that went right into the ocean. Can we go down the stairs into the ocean to swim, Daddy? Every day, he said. We will go together. We will see lots of fish because we will snorkel. What is snorkel? Snorkeling is when you put on a clear mask with a tube to breathe in the water and fins so you can swim easier. Since after your swimming lessons, you are such a good swimmer, we will teach you to snorkel so you can see the fish with us in the ocean. So here's their bungalow, and you can see how it's right on the ocean and the roof that looks like it's made of grass. Oh, Mommy and Daddy, I'm so excited. I love fish and the ocean. We love it too, Himalaya. The Maldives is beautiful, Mommy and Daddy. It sure is. We went to the beach and I got in a basket swing. I so enjoy just hanging out on the beach with my parents. Mommy and Daddy, I'm so glad I got my passport. They both laughed. We are too, Himalaya. Now you can always visit many places in the world. The end. Bye-bye.